Hi everyone, and welcome. Thank you for watching. I wanted to share today a little bit about my tools that I use to talk to my guides and listen to my intuition. Please notice what resonates for you, discern what resonates for you, take what you need and leave the rest behind. You know, there are a few ways that I learn to consciously get in touch with my intuition and my guides, and I just want to share those with you today. Our guides are subtle and show us through signs and encounters, songs, conversations, numbers, ideas, inspirations, dreams. There are so many ways that they communicate with us. And our guides see that bigger picture, so they can help us along the way, and they do know, because they have that higher view, they can see what's for us, what's better for us, what's not for us, but we have to listen. And no big deal if we're not listening. We have free will. So when we aren't listening, we get those red flags or those bells, and we may or may not listen, right? And we kind of go, oh yeah, after the fact, there it was, right? Should have listened to that bell, should have listened to that red flag. It doesn't matter. The point is to learn from those situations and know that the guides provide alternate routes. We engage with our intuition all the time, with our inner being, our higher selves. We just aren't potentially paying attention, and that's okay. We do that. But if you want to consciously get engaged, then it is a mindful practice. I consider our guides to be like a multiple choice test. You know, that first answer is usually 99% of the time correct. Our guides and our intuition are like that. It's that subtle, this one, before our mind gets in the way and starts doing a bunch of blah, 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 right? So we can actually ask our guides to kindly and lovingly show us what makes us happy, what are we passionate about, what are our desires and joy. We can also ask them, what are our sabotaging ways, what are our repetitive patterns, and what makes us struggle. They are there to help us as long as we are listening. It's about building a trust with your guides through our thoughts and our feelings. Self-awareness is our inner work to our doorway, to our intuition, to our knowing, to our sensing and feeling. And like I said, we already work with our guides and our intuition anyways. Now it's more, for me, I wanted to be more conscious and aware of hearing them better. Hearing, so that I didn't, stumble and fall, although learning processes all the time, but I wanted to be more conscious and aware and to direct my life instead of just kind of go with life. So that is about getting in touch with your thoughts and feelings, right? So like I say, our guides are always with us, and our intuition is like a muscle. We need to work this muscle. We have all kinds of, we have our other senses, our sight and our smell and our taste and all of those senses that a human being has. And our intuition is probably one that we don't really engage with, but it's just a matter of being conscious and aware and engaging, right? So no different than physical exercise. There's steps that you can use to improve your physical activity, physical fitness. Same as our intuition. There are steps to follow that make it a lot easier to get engaged with your intuition and be conscious of it. And the more you practice, just like with anything, the more natural it becomes. So our thoughts and emotions are totally interconnected. Thoughts are memories and experiences, which equal our mind. Our emotions are sensations and feelings, which equals our body, right? So if we can get our thoughts and our emotions connected, then that helps us to recognize and discern what we like and what we don't like, right? So a memory can bring up emotions, which then prompt thoughts. And then a situation, if we walk into a room or we catch that vibe of something, then that can potentially prompt different thoughts, more emotions. So our emotions and thoughts are really interconnected. The one thing I like to do is when I'm overwhelmed and bombarded and can't, just kind of outside of myself with my thoughts and everything that's going on outside in the world, I like to check in with myself. And so for me, that always helps me to relax and take a breath. So I will ask myself when everything is going on and there's a lot of chaos and I'm feeling that anxiousness and that overwhelmment, I will just ask myself, how do I feel? And as soon as I do that, I just take a deep breath. I've been doing it so much that every time I ask myself, how do I feel? My body automatically takes a nice deep breath. So I'm not shallow breathing anymore. I can now think. I've brought my energy back into myself, my awareness back into myself. I'm not focused on the external world, which is bombarding me at the moment. So then I assess, how do I feel? And I just kind of ponder it. And I mean, this is seconds. It's not I'm spending, minutes on it. It is more just that awareness. Oh, I feel bombarded. I feel this kind of craziness going on. What do I need to do? Check in with myself. Bring my energy and my awareness back into myself. So the other thing that I like to do is notice, which is an awareness, notice thoughts and feelings. I've asked my guides to actually show me what I need to see and know about a situation. I've asked them to help me just observe it and review it so that I can change it. I also ask them to show me the patterns and behaviors that I may want to change and what emotions go with those thoughts and patterns. I want to feel and know what is going on. So the more that I can feel and connect my thoughts and my emotions together, the easier it is for me to manage and know what's going on within me and be able to sort it out and let it go. And in this process, I don't want to be judging myself. I don't need to judge myself. I've already judged myself lots, right? We have a tendency to do that. And that judgment usually actually doesn't help the situation. I mean, it can, but it usually just makes us feel worse, that judgment. What we really want to do is just, we've asked ourselves a question, we've asked our guides a question, so now I want to be open to receive the answer. I don't need to have any judgment around it, because judgment is resistance and not beneficial. So I'm waiting for those productive answers to my questions to help me feel better and sort out whatever it is that I may be feeling that doesn't align with who I want to be. And like I say, our guides are like that multiple choice. The intuition is a multiple choice. Our first, that little inkling is our awareness, is our guides. And the more that we bring awareness into situations within our lives, that brings it up to the surface. And there again, it doesn't matter. We all have our past and we all have things that went on that we're not thrilled about. Absolutely. But it is just about being okay. I don't need to carry it on. I don't need to drag it along with me anymore. So intuition and guides, what can I do to shift this? So, multiple choice question, right? Bing, there's the answer. I also like to ask myself and my guides the questions. How do I feel? What do I think about this? Can I change it? What do I need to know about this? Does it make me happy? Does it make me sad? Does it make me emotional? How does it feel in my body? Am I feeling all tight and crunchy, which is usually what we feel? Or am I feeling actually relaxed and expanded and not holding myself and shallow breathing? And what can I change about it? What do I need to change about it? What do I need to change about this situation? Not how do I change other people in this situation? What can I do to change the thought patterns, the emotions that I'm feeling around this situation or issue that's going on? So we need to discern our thoughts and situations or issues that do not align, and same as our emotions that do not align with our goals, our vision of self and our life. What do I like? What don't I like? Ask your guides to show you. You already know anyways, but this is also about building that connection with your intuition and your guides. It's about building that connection, okay? So you want to ask yourself the questions and you want to feel, what do I like? What don't I like? And your guides will always tell you. The other thing I really like to do is journaling. For a long time I didn't, and it definitely didn't help for me. So basically my thoughts were rattling around, right? And everybody is like, journal, 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 right? So I'm like, okay, fine, I will journal. And I gotta say, the first time I journaled, I always date everything as well, but the first time I journaled, it was like, wow, okay, that feels better. I've gotten the thoughts out of my head onto a piece of paper. I can see what's going on, not just them rattling around and interjecting and another million thoughts that pop in there at the same time. I can actually see what's going on. And there again, that brings that awareness in. We're using some more of our senses besides our intuition and our guides, and we can actually just assess it easier, right? I think of journaling as like a grocery list. We want to, we write a grocery list out so that we don't forget when we get to the grocery store. Journaling is similar to that. It's just like pulling this information out so I can review it, use it later, do whatever I want with it, but at least it's out of my head. And now I feel, for me, it felt more organized. One of the other things, such a big one, is gratitude. Gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude and appreciation builds that energy, that good feeling, ooey gooey feeling of being grateful in our lives, which then if you're aware of those appreciation and that gratitude, and when you're running your gratitude, journals or affirmations, then you can feel it. And the importance is to recognize what you're grateful for and how it makes you feel, because that is your direct connection. And it's not just sitting there going, yeah, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for the groceries, I'm grateful for my friends, I'm grateful for, yeah, I'm grateful. So you can feel that energy as I say those words, right? It's not, it doesn't feel very authentic, it doesn't feel very real, and it doesn't feel very true. Am I grateful for those things? I don't know. I didn't feel it, and it certainly did not sound like it. The other thing too, if you're doing your gratitudes out loud, here again, you're engaging another sense of your ears. So, I am so grateful to be able to offer this video for you guys today. I am so grateful for everything that has happened in my life, all the good and bad. I am so grateful that I have a roof over my head. I know many people who don't. I am so grateful for everything in my life. I'm grateful for the food. I am grateful for salt and pepper. I am grateful for having a piece of toast today. Whatever it is, be grateful and feel that energy of gratitude and appreciation, because that builds your awareness to you, to how do I feel? Do I like this? Don't I like this, right? And for me, when I started, it was that realizing that our thoughts and emotions are super connected. And then when I would have that epiphany, or my guides would give me that connection of, well, here's your thoughts and here's your emotion with it. And then I would have that sense of, oh, there's my limiting belief. Oh, there's what's going on in that situation. Oh, that is why that always happens, right? That always happens. So it's that feeling of, oh, nailed it, right? There again, every time that I have those epiphanies of my guides giving me that information, I feel that elation of, woo, right? And I want to milk it. I want to feel it and know what it feels like, building that awareness. I also always thank my guides when they give me that information, or green lights, or parking spaces, or whatever it may be that I've asked for. I am always grateful. And usually I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay! And thank you to myself for putting that out there and being in that positive state to receive that information back. to be aware of, receiving that information. So yeah, that was my epiphany of, emotions, thoughts, and it was all with my guides and my intuition. So essentially, we need to notice what resonates for us, because that is our guide saying, hey, hello, right? This is what you like. And that awareness opens our doors, and the connection is the mind, body, and spirit. So thoughts, emotions, and awareness, right? Our intuition is a muscle in a sense. We just haven't been using it consciously. No different, if we're going to the gym, then we're consciously doing it. Our mind is the same way. We just have to be more aware of what's going on. That's all. More aware. Bring our energy back into us, right? Ask ourselves the questions to bring that awareness in. Use our senses. Check in with ourselves. Ask for the guidance that opens the doors. What do I need to know here, guides? Intuition. What can you do? What can we do? How, what? All those things. Watch for the signs that resonate with your answers. And it is that, right, nailed it moments. Always what resonates for you. Have fun with the process. Totally have fun with the process, right? Thoughts and emotions create connection. Thoughts and emotions create our connection to our intuition and to our guides. So when in doubt, ask yourself the questions, pay attention and be open for the answers. Multiple choice, right? There it is. There, that little subtle hint. The answers are always within us, always within us. And as you practice, and for me, practice connecting with your intuition and your thoughts and your emotions, for me, it gave me greater clarity. I felt lighter. I have a better understanding. I'm more organized. I'm more confident. I have a better sense of self because I've asked myself questions about myself. What do I like? What do I don't like? And honestly, the effects of it have been far-reaching, far-reaching. I feel calmer because I have these tools that when the world is bombarding me, and especially today in the world we're living in right now, it's definitely helped me immensely. So very, very grateful there again of the information that I learned to help me. And honestly, I wanted to learn this information to help myself because I wanted to stop that chatter and having the world bombard me. And so I just started to get into that zone of asking my guides, what do I need to know? What is going on here, right? It's that awareness. And there again, I am so grateful. So our guides are always with us. Are you ready to consciously work with them? And if this video resonates for you, that is also your guide saying, hey, this is something that you need to look at. This is something that you need to dig into a little bit more for yourself. I hope that helps. Much love and thanks again for watching. Please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe so I know that it resonated with you. Bye for now.